Articular cartilage is 2 to 4 millimeters thick, avascular, and cannot heal itself. Every defect tends to progress toward osteoarthritis. So MRI is how you grade it, plan the repair, and follow it. This episode, the sequences, the grading, and measuring the surface you cannot heal. MRI cartilage assessment, grading the surface you cannot heal. The sequences, Outerbridge, Mocart, and what compositional MRI sees first. 2 to 4 millimeters is all you get. Chapter 1. The tissue and its limits. Normal articular cartilage is 2 to 4 millimeters thick, and it varies by location. The femoral condyle 2 to 3, the patellar surface 3 to 5, the thickest, the tibial plateau 2 to 3. On high-resolution imaging it layers. The deep radial zone lower in signal than the superficial transitional zone. And it is avascular, with limited chondrocyte proliferative potential, so once damaged, defects progress toward osteoarthritis. Measure every defect as AP dimension, width, and depth in millimeters. This is the morphological protocol at work, complementary planes and contrasts. The healthy knee, smooth, uniformly thick cartilage, the 2 to 4 millimeter layer intact. Advanced medial compartment disease, irregular thinning and full thickness loss, marrow lesions, meniscal extrusion, osteophytes. On fluid-sensitive sequences, higher-grade lesions show joint fluid tracking into a deeper cartilage defect, with subchondral edema or cysts in the most advanced grades. And carry the protocol's honesty with you. A smooth-looking surface on these routine sequences has not excluded a partial thickness lesion. The accuracy spread you are about to see is the reason dedicated sequences exist. Chapter 2. The sequences. Ask the Viva question first. What sequence, at what field strength, read by whom? The routine knee protocol is where chondral lesions hide. Standard sequences detected hyaline cartilage defects at 29 to 38% sensitivity. The workhorse is PD fat suppressed. High signal to noise, cartilage intermediate against bright fluid fat suppression, eliminating the competing signal from epiphyseal fat and marrow. The dedicated tool is three-dimensional gradient echo, SBGR, flash, DESS, isotropic 0.5 to 1 mm slices, multiplanar reformats, thickness mapping, 75 to 85% sensitivity, at identical 97% specificity. 1/4 of that cohort had isolated lesions mistaken for meniscal tears, invisible on the standard sequences, visible on SBGR. And for the stubborn partial thickness defect, direct Mr. arthrography, dilute gadolinium outlines the subtle surface, 85 to 92%. 3 Tesla is the preferred field strength. 3-dimensional DESS, thin contiguous sections, high cartilage fluid contrast, multiplanar reformats, built for measuring surface morphology and focal loss, the modern descendant of the SBGR protocol Disler tested. Its honesty, fluid-sensitive fast spin echo sequences remain essential for marrow and soft tissue abnormalities. DESS measures. It does not replace. This is the isotropic 0.5 to 1 mm world. Reformats in any plane, thickness maps on 3D joint models, repair monitored volumetrically. One caveat to carry. Disler's exact figures come from 1990s hardware, modern DESS, merge and 3 Tesla differ. The principal transfers, the numbers are not current performance. Here is the humbling arithmetic. 14 level 1 and 13 level 2 studies. Sensitivity for knee cartilage abnormality spans 26 to 96%, specificity 50 to 100, accuracy 49 to 94. For early osteoarthritis, 0 to 86. The heterogeneity of sequences and field strengths was so great a formal meta-analysis could not be performed. So the useful question is never, how good is MRI at cartilage, but what sequence, at what field strength, read by whom. Chapter 3. Grading what you see. Grade what you see on the shared depth ladder, SOFBE. Grade 0, normal smooth surface, uniform thickness, normal signal. Grade 1, focal signal abnormality with an intact surface, softening or swelling, signal change only. Grade 2, partial thickness defect involving less than 50% of cartilage depth. Grade 3, more than 50% or full thickness without bone exposure down to but not through the calcified layer. Grade 4, full thickness loss with exposed subchondral bone, ebonation, cysts, osteophytes. The ICRS system maps 1:1 onto the same thresholds, 0 to 4, more granular at 1A, 1B and 3 to D grade in both, and quote the depth. Arthroscopy remains the gold standard. MRI underestimates partial thickness lesions. A high-grade defect, read properly in 3 planes. Sagittal shows lesion depth and the subchondral cysts. Coronal localizes the weight-bearing surface. Axial defines the transverse extent. Bone edema and cystic change put this in grade 4 territory. Full thickness loss with exposed subchondral bone, secondary sclerosis, cyst formation, osteophytes. Document it as the report demands, AP dimension, width, and depth in millimeters, because size determines treatment. And the planning lesson the figure carries. Treatment must address the whole osteochondral unit, bone and cartilage, not cartilage alone. Where MRI stands depends on depth. Full thickness defects, 70 to 95% sensitivity, joint fluid tracks into the defect, subchondral change follows. Partial thickness lesions, 40 to 70, early degeneration hides inside a 2 to 4 millimeter layer, distinguishable from normal signal heterogeneity only by dedicated sequences. MRI arthroscopy correlation is best for full thickness loss, and MRI tends to underestimate partial thickness lesions. Arthroscopy remains the gold standard. A normal-looking surface on a routine protocol has not excluded early degeneration. Chapter 4. Measuring repair. 2 families of sequences. Morphological is what you order, PD fat-suppressed, and 3D gradient, echo grade, measure, and monitor. Compositional sees the chemistry first. T2 mapping reads collagen and water. Normal cartilage, 25 to 45 milliseconds. No contrast, no agreed abnormal threshold, and the magic angle pushes it around. DGMIC measures glycosaminoglycan charge after intravenous gadolinium and a 90-minute delay, validated, logistically heavy. TRO tracks proteoglycan, sodium needs 7 Tesla. Detects biochemical change before structural failure, yet morphological remains what you order. Compositional mapping in the flesh. TRO relaxation as a color overlay on the cartilage, revealing matrix change before any gross surface loss. Sensitive to proteoglycan-related change, but scanner, sequence, and analysis variability prevent a universal clinical threshold. 2 scanners can return different values for the same healthy knee. These maps defend tracking 1 patient on 1 protocol over time, not calling a single scan abnormal against a published range. That is exactly why they stay research and monitoring tools, while morphological sequences remain what you order for the patient in front of you. Measuring repair has a standard. MOCART, magnetic resonance observation of cartilage repair tissue, refined into MOCART 2.0 on a clearer point scale. Fill, integration, surface, structure, signal, bone. Marlovits validated it on 26 knees, 2 years after autologous chondrocyte transplantation. Intraclass correlation above 0.81 for 8 of 9 variables. Complete filling, 61.5%. Complete border zone integration, 76.9. Ice intense to native cartilage, 92.3. Fill and integration predict clinical outcome, but good appearance does not guarantee good symptoms. Follow-up has a clock. Before surgery, MRI sizes the defect, AP dimension, width, and depth in millimeters, and the size steers the repair ladder. At 12 months, patience. Hyperintense repair tissue may still be immature. If signal normalizes over time, the repair is maturing. Persistent change suggests failure. Maturation continues for up to 24 months, which is where Marlovits validated Mocart on 26 knees, 2 years after autologous chondrocyte transplantation. Watch the effusion too. A large one may indicate poor repair integrity. And remember, good MRI appearance does not guarantee good symptoms. Mocart correlates with short-term clinical scores, and the long-term link is still being validated. Size steers the ladder. Microfracture for smaller defects, under 2 square centimeters, marrow stimulation producing fibrocartilage, biomechanically inferior to hyaline. Osteochondral autograft transfer for 1 to 4 square centimeters, true hyaline cartilage, limited by donor morbidity. Autologous chondrocyte implantation for larger defects, over 2 to 4 square centimeters, hyaline-like repair with the best long-term durability, nice recommended. And depth weighs 2, grade 3 to 4, containment, subchondral bone, alignment, age. Untreated full-thickness defects beyond 2 square centimeters in the weight-bearing knee progress toward osteoarthritis. What to carry out of this? 1. Cartilage is 2 to 4 millimeters thick and avascular. It cannot heal itself, so early detection is the whole game. 2. Request the dedicated sequence by name, PD, fat-suppressed, as the workhorse, 3D gradient echo at 75 to 85% sensitivity, arthrography for the partial thickness defect. 3. There is no single sensitivity figure, 26 to 96%. Ask what sequence, at what field strength, read by whom. 4. Grade in both systems. Outerbridge maps 1:1 onto ICRS on the shared depth thresholds. 5. Full thickness 70 to 95%, partial 40 to 70, arthroscopy remains the reference standard. 6. Size steers the repair ladder, microfracture, osteochondral autograft, chondrocyte implantation, and Mocart standardizes the follow-up. If this graded your practice, subscribe. Vascular injury is the next watch. And for the other structure a knee MRI is really about, the meniscus tears episode.